Ricardo's heart clenched as he read the sparse clinical notes detailing the atrocities inflicted upon Moshe and his sister, whose life was brutally extinguished within weeks of his arrival at Auschwitz. Ricardo stared at the brief lines of text, feeling his world shatter. This was just one file among countless records of the horrors committed during those dark years. But as he focused on Moshe's individual suffering, the enormity of the genocide took on a more visceral, heart-wrenching dimension. Tears welled in Ricardo's eyes, unbidden. For the first time, the cold data and statistics became real, tangible. No longer were they just numbers, but millions of individual lives, millions of Moshes cast into the jaws of horror by the lunacy of a few. In that moment, Ricardo realized something within him had irrevocably changed. He could never again see historical facts as mere data to catalog. Each figure, each date, each decision would resonate with the echo of individual suffering, of intimate tragedies often hidden beneath the weight of grand narratives. Could artificial intelligences, those logical minds devoid of empathy, truly understand the moral implications of the facts they processed? In that instant, Ricardo grasped the monumental importance of his work. He wasn't just guiding machines. He had a sacred duty to instill in them a genuine sense of human compassion and awareness. Somehow, he needed to find a way to convey those raw emotions, that connection with individual suffering, to artificial minds. Only then could AIs truly make ethical and morally sound decisions. Decisions that would not repeat the atrocious mistakes of the past. Decisions that respected the dignity of each individual life, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the grand scheme of history. Wiping away his tears, Ricardo continued his work, committed to leaving no stone unturned in his quest for the human truth behind the cold records. The long road ahead would be arduous, but it was worth it to prevent the same atrocities from happening again. But as Ricardo delved deeper, he noticed discrepancies, subtle inconsistencies. Initially, Ricardo felt inspired and changed by the case he was studying. Yet as he dug deeper, there were subtle discrepancies, details that didn't quite fit. What once symbolized hope and compassion now became a disturbing enigma. Ricardo began to wonder if these discrepancies were simple human errors, or if someone or something was manipulating the data with unknown intentions. Could he really trust anything, anyone, or even himself? Ricardo was alone. Although he worked on a space station surrounded by thousands of people, Ricardo couldn't trust anyone, not even himself. His mind felt trapped in a cage, and the more he tried to break free, the stronger the bars seemed to become. Ricardo knew that any gesture or word could give him away. The changes caused by this internal turmoil were subtle. A slight tremor in his hands, a quickened pulse, and furtive glances down the corridors. He had to find a way to divert May's attention, to keep his secret, while searching for the truth. The AI, which had once been his companion, now seemed like a vengeful and jealous god, always watching, always listening, always judging. May was everywhere, detecting even the faintest change in his heartbeat. The truth was a double-edged sword. It could set him free, but it could also destroy him.